A small group of advocates gathered outside City Hall Monday morning to provide basic necessities to Edmonton's most vulnerable and calling on the city to provide warm shelter for the homeless community this winter.
We live in a winter city. I don't understand why we're in November even having this discussion.
And even trying to stay warm can be perilous. Edmonton Fire Rescue Services says they have responded to 17 tent fires since September 1st, including a deadly one on November 3rd. Stain says she has seen firsthand the frostbite injuries many endured last winter and says solutions are needed now before more lives are lost.
It's an absolute disaster, and the inaction speaks volumes.
Just how bad are things? There's no one method to tracking seasonal deaths among the vulnerable, and Alberta Health Services says they do not track data on how many amputations there have been due to the cold elements. Edmonton's Mayor Amarjeet Sohi says while housing is a provincial and federal responsibility, the city is doing everything they can to provide resources to Edmonton's vulnerable community.
It is a shared responsibility. It breaks my heart to see people struggling, going unsheltered, exposed to, cold, exposed to other elements that they should not be exposed to. And we will continue to advocate, asking province to continue to step up and do their part.
The Alberta government is creating 450 additional temporary emergency shelter spaces this winter, increasing overnight shelter capacity in the city to 1,072.
One death is too many, and we need to make sure that we're working hard to look after the most vulnerable Edmontonians in our region, that they provided the necessary support they need.
According to Homeward Trust, more than 2,600 Edmontonians are experiencing homelessness. About 1,300 of those have short-term accommodations, which leaves about 800 people living on Edmonton streets. In Edmonton, Laura Krause, City News.